So this is a common challenge that we sort of have talked about, but not in a lot of detail, that I think a lot of people experience when they do intuitive eating. So the problem is I feel lost without the rules. So, dieting, we've talked about some of the harms of dieting, some of the ineffectiveness of dieting, but it is quite clear. It's like, this is when you can eat, this is when you can't, or these are the okay foods, these are the foods that are not okay. So there is sometimes a sense of safety or security in the rules. So this is what I wrote about this in my book. When I was a teenager, I wanted to get flexible for martial arts. I read a book called Stretching Scientifically by Thomas Kurz. Mr. Kurz explained the science behind why what most of us do to get more flexible is not the best approach. Then he gave us stretches, lots of stretches. Although there was some structure and readers learned about the principles of stretching, when it came to the actual stretching, I found myself wanting some rules to work with. I had specific questions and the book didn't have answers. How many repetitions of these leg swings do I do? About 8 to 12. Or is it 8 or is it 12? How many sets? As many as you want before the body starts getting tired. That's not a number. How long do I hold this stretch for? At least 90 seconds, but you can keep going as long as your stretch keeps increasing. Like, so is an hour too long? I felt ripped off. This book promised the formula and was giving me vagaries. Of course, what Thomas Kurz was doing was allowing me to get in touch with my unique body. And you know what? In hindsight, it worked. I'm 5'9", 37 years old, 38 years old now, who can kick a 6'2" person in the head. I'm sorry, this is how martial artists think. So I think I'm doing a pretty good job of it. Over the course of several years, I learned that about 5 to 7 reps is best for me, and 2 to 3 sets, depending on how my body responds. This was not as easy to learn as a cookie cutter formula, but it created a wisdom in my body that has stayed with me for decades. Was it fun learning? Not really. It was frustrating not having all the answers and having to learn them from my body. But nowadays, I really enjoy my notoriously long warm-ups that allow me to move like I was 10 years younger, keeping up with the 20-somethings. I suppose I'm hoping to do a similar thing with your eating as Thomas Kurz did for my stretching. So that's if you're sort of struggling with the sort of more fluid, less rigid nature of intuitive eating. Hopefully that helps you in some way.